Filthy pig.
Welcome back to Doomer versus Boomer. This week it is Doomer choice, and I chose the 2024 movie Sinners, starring Michael B. Jordan, and that's the only big name person I can think of that was in it.
Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld. Oh, okay.
She's quite an actress.
Yeah. All right. She's like a Nepo baby, right? Isn't she?
You're going to have to define that one to me. What's that mean?
A Nepo baby means like her parents are famous. I bet you.
No.
No?
Not as far as I know.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
Well, Buddy Guy's kind of famous.
Oh, yeah. I kind of recognize him.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Lee Ju Lee is kind of famous.
I don't know who that is.
She played the Asian cook lady.
Oh, okay. So, let's see. Sinners was what genre of movie would you put
I would
in?
almost go with comedy.
Comedy? Okay, interesting.
Would you? It wasn't an intentional comedy, but it was kind of comic.
There's part of it that was funny. I was thinking, like, would you say black vampire movie? Is that a genre? Like, it's not Dracula.
In the 70s, there was a...
Well, that was like the blaxploitation era, but I mean, like...
Yes. Was it a horror movie, I guess is what you're saying?
Yeah. It was... not really.
No, it was not.
You know what this felt like? It felt like if Jordan Peele and Quentin Tarantino made Oh Brother Where Art Thou. That's what it felt like.
I never saw Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
Oh, I got a choice for you coming up then.
No.
So let's start with the good.
Spoilers.
Why don't you tell us what you liked about this movie?
The music was pretty good.
Okay.
Except I don't like the Irish junk gig beer drinking shit fuck. I hate that.
The beer drinking show. At what
the
point
Irish
was that?
Flute, banjo, violin shit fuck from Titanic. I'm not a big fan of that type of music.
When were they doing that? At what point?
The main monster guy, that's what he was, Irish. He was doing river dance shit, remember? And he even had all the black vampires doing Irish jig shit stuff, which was ridiculous.
What was your favorite performance in that, like song-wise?
Oh, Buddy Guy at the end.
Buddy Guy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know you're talking. The last scene.
Yeah, he's Buddy Guy.
See, I kind of liked the scene where it's like, it starts. He's playing the blues, and then you see like what is obviously supposed to be Hendrix or Prince, and then the rappers.
Okay, that was kind of ridiculous because
it was ridiculous.
That was ridiculous, but the music was good. But I was so shocked that I was waiting for him to bring in the dinosaurs and. And the
they really went back to Africa
aliens.
On that one for sure.
No, I mean, where was it gonna go next?
Well, that was the thing, is it didn't.
The guy had an electric guitar. In 1920.
I mean, you saw what they were doing, but
tell me what they were doing.
Well, so the whole thing was like, there's people that make music, and the music transcends, and the evil goes away, and so
why didn't it go interdimensional and across galaxies?
It stopped with hip hop because
why stop?
Well, because they didn't want to make a bold prediction.
They didn't have enough.
The cowards didn't want to make a prediction.
They didn't have a budget for intergalactic music.
I thought all the characters were actually really well fleshed out. Like they all had
I would agree with that.
idiosyncrasies. I thought the reveal of all the people that.
Okay, hold it. Wait. Let's back up though. Except for the Choctaw Indians, they weren't fleshed out very well.
Okay, so that's on.
And did you notice how well dressed they were?
Yeah.
Choctaw Indians in Mississippi Delta in the 1920s, with decked out and driving cars and shit. I found that hard to believe.
So I'll talk about them when we get to the bad. Okay. But all the main characters, like the voodoo girl and the brother, the smokestack twins.
And you notice how everybody, and it kind of makes sense. They're from Mississippi, and I researched it a little bit. Do you know where the Mississippi Delta is?
I have no idea.
It's not okay. The Mississippi River goes down to New Orleans, and then there is a delta there.
Okay.
But that's not it. Way up inland, a couple hundred miles, is the Mississippi, state of Mississippi, Mississippi Delta, and that's where the blues came from, which is weird. It's in between two rivers. Why is it a delta?
So you fact check the geography of the
I wanted to
vampire
know-
movie? Is that what you said?
I want to know where the Mississippi Delta was.
Okay, that's Delta facts. We're doing with the
That's where the blues was born.
that's where the blues.
See, I was wondering if they were going to go for the Robert Johnson aspect or.
Oh, that's kind of where I thought they were going to go in the
I did
beginning,
too.
like the devil
I
in the
did
middle of
too.
the road.
They
thing.
never touched it.
Did not. No,
Never touched it.
I think what was really cool is the vampires had like really strict rules. Like sometimes in these they get
Okay,
kinda
yeah,
goofy.
they went way back into the 30s.
You have to be
rules.
invited in. Yeah,
You have to be
That was
invited
pretty
in.
cool.
Garlic juice to the face, bad. The sun will kill you instantly.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was very
they followed them
traditional.
very strictly, which I thought
Yeah.
was really cool.
I thought that was a plus to the movie.
Yeah, and then at the end, him going all John Wick on the Klansman, like scene was, it felt unnecessary, but it was really cool. Like like
Who went John Wick on the Klan? Oh, okay, yeah, I
the
got
brother
it.
that survived smoke.
Smoke. Yeah.
So yeah, I
okay,
thought that was pretty
there
good.
any distinguishing features how you could tell them apart during the movie?
Okay, so let's get to bad because that was the biggest thing to me.
I couldn't tell who's who most of the time.
Having him play both parts was a big mistake, I think.
Yeah,
I think that was stupid.
Yeah, and he should have had, if he is going to play both parts, he should have had like a patch over one eye.
Be a little
So-
more distinct because it made like the love plots very like, so like the half white chick and then the voodoo chick
half white.
well, like a quarter white, whatever the fuck she was.
Her mom's dad was a quarter black.
Okay, my bad. We're
No,
fact
I'm not
checking
good at math.
the family
What it-
tree
So she was
in
a
the
30
vampire movie.
She was a 32nd.
a 30-second black, whatever. Okay. The woman that was partially black. See now I don't remember what the fuck I was saying. God damn it.
She was blacker
Oh,
than
yeah.
both of us.
Well, so her and the guy or the
You were talking
the
about
voodoo
how
chick?
him playing both people.
Yeah.
And the love scenes and stuff like that.
So I couldn't. So were they both in love with the same brother? The one that was the voodoo chick that had the baby with him, and the white woman. They were both in love with the same brother.
Okay.
I think
the one
so.
that had the babies, that's the dead baby that they buried, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She was in love with the.
No, I think they are different. See, this was my problem. Is like, I couldn't.
Yeah, it was.
It was no point. It was stupid to do it that way. Or like you said, make them a little bit more distinguishable.
if
That
they
was
had a
the problem.
patch over one eye, then that would have did it. Okay.
Yeah, something to just make it.
Something.
There was a scene with a CGI snake that looked like absolute shit.
Yes.
That like stuck out to me really bad. It's
There
like,
was a couple of CGI mistakes
Yeah.
in it, but they were minor.
I liked the
But what was
live.
pretty cool is like when the Asian chick jumped on top of the guy and was stabbing him with the stake.
Oh, and
That was pretty good
she caught on
CGI.
fire. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I liked the live music, but every scene dragged. Every live music scene went like a couple minutes.
Would you say the
longer.
whole movie dragged? The
I
first
think-
half did bad. It was almost 3 hours, wasn't it?
It was
or 2.5.
2:15, I think, was the
Okay.
total runtime. But I
It
think part
ran
of that,
like 3.
okay, we talked about the scene with the musical influences, like going back. That was cool for like a minute and a half, and it went on for what felt
It
like
was actually
5 or
cool
6
for
minutes.
about 20 seconds. Would have been leave them wanting more is
Yeah.
a really good phrase.
That all of the songs went too long. They played the whole
Everything went too long.
When she's approaching them for the vampires for the first time outside the club,
Yeah.
and they sing the whole fucking song, like everybody gets a verse, everybody gets it. Like if they would have cut those songs down, like 40% of what they ended up being,
Okay,
would have been way better.
let's swing the other way now. The woke wasn't woke. I think the reason they drug is because every kind of ism there is, and every cliche was in it. They had the Klan in it. They had the Indians in it. They had treating the women like a subspecies in it. Racism.
Don't you think that's just
money.
historically accurate?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not really woke.
But
if it's
but I mean,
history.
to put it all in one movie and smash it in your face and run all the scenes too long with it.
How could you make a movie about Mississippi in the 1930s that has black people in it and not have racism be
I
an
don't
element?
think if you did, it would not be.
That was
realistic.
everyday.
That would
that's
be
what
a
I'm saying.
fantasy.
So what are you complaining about?
I'm not complaining.
It sounds like you're complaining.
I'm giving you a reason why they drug on.
Well, no, but okay. So like, that was the thing. You mentioned the Choctaws. So you see these badass looking Native Americans, vampire hunters.
But what about the way they were dressed, Jeremy?
They were dressed sharp. They looked good.
They were dressed fucking sharp.
Yeah, and they're vampire hunters, so we get a little bit of, suspension of disbelief.
But they didn't flesh them out at all.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What the fuck? These guys looked fucking cool, and we never saw them again.
They had a fucking Model T. They had horses. They had fucking automatic weapons.
Chekhov's gun.
What kind of fucking Indians have you ever seen like that?
Why the fuck didn't they show up at the end? Why didn't they fucking show up at all after that scene? It made no sense. Why introduce these guys?
Just so you can say why he was running from them.
Yeah, I know, but okay, part of the climax of the end
advance the plot. That's all it
was Smoke is fighting hand to hand. Which, by the way, him fighting hand to hand with his twin, but his twin is a vampire, and he's holding his ground. What the fuck is that? The vampires are supposed to be faster and stronger and bigger.
You had to suspend belief.
Yeah, but
many times
they didn't follow their own rules there, because the vampires are obviously bigger and stronger, or not bigger, but stronger and fast. You know what I mean?
What's that thing that you always talk about? The angel person in the movies.
Oh, the Mary Sue. Or Mary Sue.
Okay, see, Smoke and Stack. Is that who they were?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Smoke and Stack were good. But even when they were shooting somebody in the leg, they were good because they would pay the doctor in money to fix them up.
Yeah.
Because they had been mistreated throughout their life, starting with their dad, I guess. And
I think they were just flawed. I don't think that they were perfect. I mean, like you said, they shot people that didn't deserve it. They threatened women. They, We don't
know what they did in Chicago. But to come back with all that stuff, it was bad.
They did some shit, right?
They did some shit.
I don't know. They don't do that. They're not morally pure.
And for touching your truck to shoot somebody, to shoot two guys, that's pretty bad, Jeremy.
One thing that kept driving me nuts is when the vampires are revealed and they just open the doors to the fucking juke house and they're letting the fucking vampires give speeches to them. It's no, dude, you're shutting the fucking doors immediately. You're not letting them get their little.
See, because that's the wokeness. It was all speed. It was about. You ever hear the expression "beating a dead horse"? They were beating a dead horse throughout the entire movie. That's why it was those moments that you said that just lasted too long, because they were trying to make a point about the racism, the sexism, the blizzard.
No, they weren't. No, wokeness is not win speeches. Wokeness. Oh my God, I'm talking about when the Asian lady has the door open and her husband is right there. Well, okay, no, right before that, she does invite them in, but right before that, when he's I'm going to go see your daughter and we're going to go talk. Well, that has nothing to do with wokeness or race. You're just making shit up in your head.
That part didn't, but the other parts did.
No, the other part was Cornbread trying to come in. He's I'm, in the polite. No, you're just making shit up. You're just making shit up.
No, I'm saying the parts that part may not be, but the other parts that lasted too long was because they were trying to make their point to you.
Do you think, what was the point they were trying to make? Racism is bad?
The whole thing, the whole wokeness Bible. This is a horrible country, and we have a horrible history. And yes, we do have a lot of bad stuff in our history.
It's a vampire. You can't, dude. This shit lives rent free in your brain. You should start collecting rent from it.
Give me some.
This makes no sense. Not all the vampires were white. It wasn't just white people attacking black people. It was what. You're just looking for an excuse to go Fox News, Grandpa.
But they were all okay. Even if they were Asian or white, who was white there other than the.
So is Schindler's List woke because
I've never seen Schindler's List.
Oh my fucking!
I'm never going to.
Okay, well, actually, that might change.
It might not change.
Listen, just because a movie has racism in it and it's displayed doesn't make it woke.
By the time this podcast season is over, I'm going to get you to understand what woke is, Jeremy.
It doesn't have any meaning. It is literally meaningless to you. Or what your idea of it is so broad and vague.
Woke,
anything.
Woke is you're asleep, I'm woke, and I'm going to wake you up. And whether you like it or not, and this is right, and this is right, and this is right, and this is right, and you need to do this, and you need to do that, and you need to listen to me, and more, and more, and more, and more, and
so
more, like this, like that. Okay, and that's what they were doing in the movie sometimes.
No.
Yes.
When was it preachy? When did it feel preachy to you? Give me a very specific scene where it was preachy.
preachy? Okay.
Dead air. No.
Like when the sharecroppers and the picking the cotton and showing that they were barefoot. Okay, and this is all true. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And we get it.
So they should have given them.
How many times did they show them picking cotton?
Okay. So wait a minute. So you
yes, it's in the Delta in the 20s. I understand.
So you want to be mad that the Choctaws are dressed up, but also mad that the other people are historically accurate. So make up your mind.
The Choctaws had less money than the.
Should it be historically accurate, or should it be?
It should be entertaining.
They should be wearing Nikes.
But I don't want to be preached to in a movie.
What was preachy about showing what sharecroppers look like? That's not preachy. Preachy is like it's in your face, and it's number one. It's wrong. Like
okay, when he was saying that that the kid could not be a blues guy because he was too young and he hadn't suffered enough.
Okay.
Because that guy had suffered more because whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And what the fuck does he know what that kid went through with his dad being a preacher and shit? Okay. And actually, the whole movie was they were after him, weren't they? Wasn't that the idea?
What year did they take the lead out of the gasoline? This is very relevant to this conversation. How many years was your brain destroyed by the lead in the gasoline? Where it makes no sense. So the one guy, two black guys talking to each other, and one saying you need more life experience to be a blues musician as well.
So you don't think there was any message to this movie? You think it was just pure entertainment?
It was a vampire movie,
and
there was they're not going after like structural racism or like addressing like inequalities in the South. They're reflecting accurately the way life was back then, minus the vampires, okay,
and the Indians,
and this
and that.
Yeah, but like that's how sharecroppers lived.
Okay,
that's what it looked like.
The Klan.
Yeah. Did the Klan not exist?
They really did not even need the Klan for that movie.
That's why I said
it felt like that was just thrown.
That was unnecessary, but it felt like they wanted to do like a cool gun.
They just wanted to show him shooting him with an automatic weapon at the end and just killing him. Okay, and that's preachy. Okay,
that's not preachy.
Yes, the Klan needs to die.
The Klan should die. They're bad people.
I agree.
Okay, so
I don't want
preachy.
I don't. You know, and you should close cover. You should close the fucking cover on your match before you strike.
Hold on.
I don't want that in the middle of my fucking movie.
He didn't just kill them because they're Klansmen. He killed them when they showed up to kill him.
Pregnant women should not drink alcohol or smoke. I don't want that in the middle of my vampire movie. Okay?
Okay. Why?
Because it's preachy.
What the fuck? That's not even...
They didn't put it in this movie, but...
So, like... Okay, so it's preachy if somebody just says something that we've all kind of accept.
If it's in the movie that they're trying to get you to see their point of view about something that they think you're not getting because they're from Hollywood and they're better than you because they know the real truth about everything.
Did somebody who lived in California come here and like talk down to you one time for the rest of your life?
I drew that myself.
Is that the?
I needed a frog target and I couldn't find one for my bow and arrow. So I had to draw my own. Okay. Anyways, yeah.
It makes no sense.
Jeremy, you say that about me all the time. Because
I just want you to have like a coherent thought in your head,
me, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's
because I've got it all figured out, and you can't seem to get your fingers on it.
I can't. No, my fingers cannot wrap. I don't have enough fingers to grab your definition of what woke means. It doesn't make any sense.
You get it, but I'm not going to let it go. By the time it's over, you're going to get it.
So okay, I think we covered most of the bad.
Let's rate it.
Let's give it your rating. Scale of 1 to 5.
2.
You give it 2. Give me back my money.
Yeah. But wait a second. Okay. But it held my interest for the whole movie. Okay. And even like those parts that you said went too long, I put up with them because I thought something was going to happen when it was I was hoping it would be over sooner than it was, that scene. But I felt something would happen, and it did. And then then another scene would come that would go too long. They could have really edited out, another 20 minutes out of it at least?
Well, yeah, minimum. See, that's why I'm going to give it, go ahead and take piss breaks, because...
So is that 3?
That's 3. Go ahead and take them when you get bored with them playing the live music. And this is what I did, actually, is when they started playing, I'd watch for like 30 seconds. I'd go take a piss. I'd come back, and they were just about finishing up every time.
So you didn't even hit pause?
No.
So that's 4.
No, that's 3. No, 4 is hold in your piss. I wasn't holding it in. I was going and taking a piss.
Okay.
I didn't pause it. No. Okay. Because I could still hear... Now, if it sounded like it cut off and it went back to the movie, I would probably rewind it.
Okay, that was the best thing about the whole thing was the music. That's why at the end, they were playing some music at the end during the credits. That's why I let it roll and watch that last.
Yeah, the after credit scene.
Because the music was so good.
The after credit scene is like a twist that's kind of unnecessary, you know?
And it didn't make sense. How did they... You didn't know that they escaped. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you know what? And that was another thing that was bad that I forgot to mention is how did in the fuck they have the last fight between the twins. Apparently he lets his twin go. How did he sneak up on the boss vampire with all the other vampires watching?
That was just...
It didn't... That was like... I was like, where the fuck did he come from?
See, that's because it was woke, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. You're like Jack... You're not Jack Reacher. You're Jack Preacher.
I feel like someday you're going to get it, Jeremy.
There's nothing to get. It doesn't make any sense. It's like getting into the head of a schizophrenic. Like,
see, once I was like you, Jeremy, but now I'm woke.
Well, no. The gasoline and the asbestos and the microplastics.
What about the fucking chlorine, Jeremy?
The chlorine.
And the gas fumes?
Oh, God.
What about the gas?
You know, that was Sinners. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Goodbye.